Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you may be listening, whatever time it may be. My name is Ryan Dooley. Justin, my co host, is back from his hiatus, and we are talking about Sal Stewart today. The rookie was he third in Rookie of the Year odds this year in the National League. Looking to be a big power bat in this offense. Justin, it's been a little bit since I got to talk to you. How are you doing?
I'm here. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's fair.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of mentioned in the last two episodes. Justin was on down in were you Knoxville?
Knoxville,
South
Tennessee.
down in Knoxville with some family stuff, but he's back and we're ready to talk about the Reds and specifically Sal Stewart, who I know you're very high on coming into this season. I think a lot of Reds fans are. We kind of with the glimpse we saw last year and what we've seen kind of in spring training. Last year came up only 55 at bats, so I only played what was it 14 games. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
55 at bats.
Which, if you want to put that into any perspective, he currently has 42 plate appearances in spring training. So he basically got like a full spring training um, workload last year. Put up half a WAR, 8 RBIs, 5 homers, a 121 OPS plus, a slug over 500, close to 550, and an OPS at 839. He was really good when he came up. There were some holes I think that we saw in the game, and I'm interested to see kind of what adjustments he makes. Interested to kind of hear what you have to say about that too.
Well, not to mention that his major league spring training just happened to become in a playoff push as well,
Yeah,
including at bats in the postseason, where in that game two, the Dodgers series, he had in that point in the game the biggest two-run RBI single. So two RBI single. Um, so he had five homers, 838 OPS in his first experience, and that's when we were in the most important time of the season. So I think you have a lot to look at from last season and be very hopeful. And then you look at this spring training; he already has 3 homers, over 1,000 OPS right now. So I think this is a guy that everyone's touted as being a pure hitter, and he's shown in his limited time last year and in spring training so far that he does have the ability to be a consistent major league hitter, which is something that this team uh, really benefits if they have another solid line, middle of the lineup guy here, which I think Sal has the chance of being.
yeah. So have him slotted in to hit fifth in this lineup. I think that's probably where he's going to hit all year. I am interested. I know we kind of didn't talk about it too much, but in the episodes you missed of McLean and Abbott, in this new lineup from Fangraphs with roster resource, it has the original lineup kind of last year that we looked at the top. It has Marte back down in the lineup, and it has Friedel, McLean, Ellie, Suarez, Stewart being the top five. I think it helps that Matt McLean has been the best hitter in baseball during spring training, but that top five I like, and I especially if Sal Stewart kind of does what we think he's going to do this year, and kind of like you said, be a power bat in the middle of the lineup.
Yeah, and I'll just touch on the Matt McLean one real quick because I wasn't there. But spring training so far, it's exhibition, but it is the Matt McLean that we were used to seeing his rookie year. So I think that's been inspiring. But yeah, Noelvi Marte, it's questionable whether or not he's even going to be a regular in the starting lineup. So I think that question mark is kind of a more mute point if Sal Stewart becomes a consistent hitter that we think he's going to be. So it's going to be very important for him and this team if he can put together another solid, even if he hits like 270 with 20 homers, I think there's a chance that he wins Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
So
yeah. I mean, it's I think it's really a two-horse race between him and Noah McLean. It's kind of, is McLean gonna have the Cy Young season that some people think he's gonna have, or is he gonna be a normal rookie and have a normal like good rookie season? Um, I do want to talk about McLean just a little bit because I know you weren't here for it. Just for 1 second, I know we talk about not taking spring training stuff too much into account, but the stuff we're seeing from Matt McLean, like I'm not even worried about what the numbers are telling me, like hitting over 500, whatever. It's the power's back, the plate discipline looks to be back. Like it's the stuff that you saw him struggle with because of that shoulder, where he was like chasing a bunch of stuff and the swing didn't look right, and like the exit velocity numbers being down. Those are all back up, which it's the specific things that were down last year that look to be back. He looks more healthy. That's kind of all I really want to say on McLean. I know we kind of agreed with that, but didn't get to have that discussion a couple days ago. But yeah, no, Sal Stewart. I'm really interested to see where he kind of fits in this lineup. Like fielding wise, because it's kind of crowded out the positions he plays. The question kind of comes with Key Brian Hayes at third base. I don't think you're going to see Key Brian Hayes come out of the lineup unless something is going horribly bad over there, like if he's hitting under 200, which he could be, and he could still very well be in the lineup. You look at first base. I know the Reds said they want Suarez to play a little bit of first base, but I think that's kind of Stewart's spot to lose right now. And you look at a guy like Spencer Steer, who you want to try to find in this lineup, and we saw how good he looked at first base last year. It's interesting to kind of figure out where Stewart's going to play.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Some of these issues, if he is hitting, they're going to find him a spot to
Yes.
play. That won't be the question. So I think they do have some adaptability on being able to move guys around. And if he's hitting like we think he's going to be, he will be in the lineup consistently. Just because it's always nice to have a guy that can hit the ball 450 feet, but he can also hit a single the opposite way with two runners in scoring position. So I don't really worry too much about the finding him a place to play. I think those issues usually sort themselves out when the season starts, where a guy isn't performing as well, and you kind of just slowly get them replaced with someone who is hitting well. Kind of the Luis Arias thing, where they teams were trying to figure out like the Twins is like, oh, where's he going to play? I don't know, but he's hitting 400, so he's going to play somewhere. That's kind of a similar situation that you see play out for a bunch of teams every year. So I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue.
Yeah, I think it's interesting also to see kind of with injuries how they play out. Like Sal, for as big of a guy as he is, and like the sprint speed's not great and whatever, like he's actually pretty good defensively and pretty versatile. Like he played some second base in the minors. You could throw him at third base. You could throw him at first base. Like you can move him around a little bit and use him. Not you don't want him to be our utility guy because we already got Spencer Steer for that. But like it's not like it's like he can only play first base or DH. Like we can't put him anywhere else. There's some versatility there. There's some options that Tito gets when he's filling out that lineup card every day.
Correct. And that's something this Reds team is going to have. They're going to have versatility. They're going to be able to move outfielders to different places. The hitters in the lineup may look similar most days, but they might be playing different positions, which isn't always the greatest thing, but it's definitely not an issue if you have guys that are performing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where he plays the majority of his games this year. But you have guys like A. Eugenio Suarez, who's hitting doubles to get a go-ahead RBI to win the World Baseball
Yeah.
Classic. So when you're talking about guys like that you're competing with, it's really not too much of an issue.
Yeah, no, like you said earlier, if he hits, it doesn't. He's gonna be in the lineup. They're gonna find a way to get him in the lineup. One thing I also love from him, I know me and you went to his debut last year. Like the energy that he brings to the team is awesome. Getting fired up, helmet coming off, the mullet flowing. Like, I absolutely love the energy he brings to this team. And it's kind of needed. Like, when he got called up last year, like, I wouldn't say it was stale because we were in a playoff race, but, like, it was almost kind of like we were trying to just coast in the playoffs and, like, we weren't really doing much. He comes up, brings that spark, we end up making the playoffs. And like you mentioned earlier in that Dodgers series, like, I didn't feel uncomfortable with him coming to the plate in big spots. Like I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like he's got that confident cockiness kind of to him that I really like, and I hope he stays with that throughout this year as well. I think he will.
Yeah, well, if you look around the Reds roster, I mean, Spencer Steer, he's not going to be a big hype guy. Cabrian Hayes, not going to be McLean. Like they're all good players, but they don't have that kind of like it factor
It
when it
was like it was
comes
just
to
Ellie.
yeah,
Like
it's
it was Ellie
Ellie,
and a little bit of Marte, and other than that, it was
Benson,
yeah,
sometimes Marte. Friedel will give you that every once in a while, but that's usually with his like bunting and being able to steal bases that you get the and home run robberies
yeah.
obviously is where you get that out of Friedel. But we don't have many guys that will hit a single and bat flip over the dugout, which is you need someone on the team to do
Exactly.
that. You don't need everyone on the team doing it, but someone's got to be that guy.
And it's nicer when it's a guy like Sal Stewart who's gonna hit in the middle of the order and like produce. Like you mentioned, the guy that was Will Benson. Well, Benson bounces between the majors and AAA and doesn't play every day. Like, yes, when he hits the big homer, it's awesome because he bat flips and gets everyone riled up and whatever. But like, it's a lot harder to have your guy do that than be hitting 180 than it is to have Sal Stewart, who we think can hit, like you said, 270 and bat in the middle of the order and hit close to 25, 30 homers this year. And it's like, oh, this is the guy that's like our hype man that's going crazy. Like I absolutely love that out of him. There are some drawbacks. There are some things to look at though that are kind of worrisome. Maybe um, he's got to command the zone better. It's small sample size last year, but really bad at that whiff rate and that chase rate. A 33% chase rate is not. You can't have that for an entire season.
No. But that's another thing we talk about how small of a sample size that is. It's his first experience with big league pitching. So I think I don't really worry about Stewart being too much of a guy that is going out of his way and swinging at really bad pitches all the time. Which another thing, he is a good bad ball hitter as well. So
Yes.
it's not if he swings at a ball that's a little bit low in the zone, he has a chance of still cracking it for a double in the gap. So like there's some other guys that don't have the power and some of the other things that he has, which you don't want them swinging at those bad pitches. Like Spencer Steer isn't going to make too much of a living hitting all these balls down in the zone because he's kind of a power guy, middle in and a little bit middle away. But he's not going to do damage on some of those pitches out of the zone like Sal Stewart can do.
Yeah, it's funny looking at his baseball savant page because like he almost looks like Barry Bonds on this. Like it's like he saw 217 pitches last year. Like that's nothing. Um, he had a 17.5% barrel rate, which would put him in first place in the league by like 10%. Like that's insane. An average exit velocity of over 95 miles an hour. Like this is a guy that is hitting 50 homers if he's doing this. So it's really hard to look at some of these underlying numbers because I don't have his numbers from the minor league. So it's you kind of have to eye test with him. He's only 22 years old, which is unreal how young he is. Was a first round pick, barely picked 32. He's in one of those compensation rounds. Really, really excited for him. But yes, I would love to. It's gonna be interesting to see him with the second year in the MLB and pitchers kind of adjusting to him and having a scouting report now on him and seeing if he makes those adjustments to kind of command the zone better. Like you said, he's a good bad ball hitter, but I would like it more if he's not having to go hit pitches out of the zone and he's waiting for kind of what Ellie tried to do last year of having an approach when you go up there and kind of looking for something early in counts.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to watch this season for his progression because I'm sure there's going to be times where it's like, why in the world did you just swing at that pitch? But as the time goes on, he probably stops swinging at some of those pitches, and then it's he's going to get pitches to hit just because of the other guys that are in this lineup. So I think it's going to be more so he needs to not miss when he does get the pitch, which I don't think he has too much of an issue of not missing his pitches. Um, so I don't know. It's a weird thing because he has been touted as such a like contact and power pure hitter. So, you get called up and you're in a playoff race. Sometimes you might get a little bit overzealous and chase some things that you shouldn't. But I think spring training uh, is good. Like get your feet wet. We're ramping up into an MLB season, and then once he actually starts the season, there's not some of those other pressures that were going on of like, oh, this is a must-win game, or else we're not making the playoffs. So I think it eases the pressure a little bit early on in the year, and hopefully he can use that to ramp up when we hopefully are making another playoff push. That he's more comfortable and confident in those big time situations.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Um, I mean, I would, yeah, I mean, we've kind of talked about it all with him. Normally, when we're doing a prediction here, kind of at the end, I always want to pull something off of like Fangraphs or something, and then kind of make a pick on this. Um, I want to make a different prediction on this. Like, I'm gonna make my own, and I'm gonna see what you say to this. So, like, normally, like his homers line's like 18. I think we probably both take the over on that. I think he's as long as he gets plate appearances, he's gonna hit more than that. We talked about his versatility a little bit. Sal Stewart over under half a game starting at second base.
I'd say over on
I think he
some
makes a start.
either business day special or a Sunday game after a long, like the fourth game of a Sunday series or the Sunday game of a 4 game series.
Okay.
I think there's a chance that you see him when we trot out that Jose Trevino, Will Benson, JJ Bleday. Like when you try out a lineup like that, there's a chance that he plays. Ellie gets the off day. Someone gets booted over to short, and he's playing second.
Okay, so it'd be like McLean goes over to short, and now he's at second base.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
don't hate that. Um, Funny enough, I might spoil it a little. I think I'm gonna do the same line for Spencer Steer to see if he's playing any second base this year. I think one of Stewart or Steer will play second this year at some point. I don't
Yes.
think it's gonna be Stewart. I don't think Stewart maybe like I don't know. I just my thing is I think he probably should. Like I think it would be like a good thing to like see if he can do it, but I don't like that they told him to focus on first base and third base. That makes me think that they're not gonna want to be like, oh, like we told him to focus on this, but like let's just try it out. Um, I'm gonna take the under on this. I don't think he gets a start. We might see him at second base. Like say something happens, like say McLean's struggling or something, and we hit for McLean, then Stewart might go to second. But I'm not sure he gets a start at second base. Interested to see if he does that. I think it'd be cool. I think I would be interested to see him at second to see if it's a possibility moving forward.
I don't know. I think it's something with how many positions everyone on this team plays. There's definitely a chance that in a 162 game season, something happens where he's
Oh,
playing
definitely.
second base.
Oh, definitely. And you described it perfectly. I could 100% see, the Sunday day game where Ellie's resting. We've got Suarez at first base, and we're throwing Stewart at second. Like, could totally see that. I just don't know
I
if it happens.
I think the most likely scenario in my mind would be Suarez is playing third base, Steers at first, McLean's at short, um, Ellie's DHing, and Stewart's playing at second,
Oh,
something like
see,
that.
I think it'd be like one of the Sunday games where we're trying to get Ellie, so Ellie's gonna DH, which moves Suarez into the lineup, and we put Suarez at first and kick Stewart over to second. Just kind of kick McLean to short and Stewart to second. I think
And you're
that's more
keeping
likely.
Hayes at third.
Yeah, and keep Ryan Hayes at third. Or
I don't know. I
or
know they.
or you've got Hayes is or you see something like what did you say Steer at first? Is that the one you said?
I said Steer at first, Suarez third.
Yeah, that could work as well. I mean, or Steer plays third, and yeah, no, I think Steer would play first over third. But yeah, you can still see Hayes in the lineup or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I really got here for Stewart. It's very excited. Yeah, this is first rookie I've really been excited about preseason. From what India?
Yeah. Well,
Because
even
Ellie was a late
India,
call
it
up.
was India was. We didn't think that he was going to have the season that he ended up
We
having,
also
so that
didn't
was
think he
kind
was
of a
going to
more
make the
surprise.
team. It was kind of a surprise when he made the team because he just balled out in spring training, and we
Yeah, I think
didn't
this
want to
is the
start
most.
Mike Moustakas there.
I think this is probably the most anticipated rookie coming into a season that we've had in a while.
Trying to think because Ellie wasn't a rookie anymore. McLean wasn't a rookie anymore.
Nope.
Hunter Green got called up midseason. Yeah, no, this is the most
Willow
anticipated
season.
rookie in a while. I remember India was like highly anticipated, but it was just because it was like the first time we had a rookie starting in forever on opening day. Like that's why it
Yeah.
was so anticipated. This one's also a little different because we've also seen Stewart. Like we had never seen India, but no, very excited for this. I got nothing else. I don't think you do either.
Nope.
Um, appreciate you guys tuning in for this. If we missed anything on Stewart, or if you let us know what you think. Is Sal Stewart going to start a game at second base this year? Why or why not? Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Follow the Instagram stuff. Oh, forgot to change it. Forgot to put yours back on here. But there's the TikTok. There's my Instagram. There's the channel Instagram. Go follow those. Like and subscribe on this. And yeah, that's it for today. I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow on who's tomorrow? Stevenson? Yes.
Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for Stevenson. See you guys. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Talk Reds. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Also, leave a comment letting us know what you think we missed or points you would like to see us make in a future episode. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like it, click on one of the videos on your screen right now, and let's go Reds.